Hey sewer heads, it's Sewer Pros again. And on one of my previous videos, I showed the installation on a continuous rod type setup, quick change type coupling similar to this right here. And what I wanted to do is just kind of go over the installation of the quick change spud on like hand rod and continuous segmented rod. Some, mechanical rodding trucks have the continuous rod and some have sectional. So this unit right here actually works on both, and that's what I wanted to show you. So where this all started out was, back in the day or even today, is like the tools were set up with a threaded coupling. So you had female threads on the coupling itself, and then the way you would do it is, or even now, is you would insert the rod into the coupling and then screw the tool onto the rod. Now these threads right here are interference threads, a left-handed setup, and a lot of times what you probably encounter is when you screw this in and out, which you have to do when you change the tools from like a square corkscrew to an auger to a root saw or a 3-blade type cutter, and there's quite a lot of tools that you can use. These threads right here get worn out, and consequently the nut will back out. The original design was an interference thread, and so you would put it on and it pretty much would stay there through the whole time. But to take advantage of the machine itself, you really want to go through all the different tools, because you quite never know what you're going to encounter. So to get away from the direct threaded coupling, there's now a quick change spud, and basically what it is a carbon steel spud with a woodruff key in it and a hole through it for a retaining bolt. And how it works is similar to the screw type. Is you take your rod and you put it in here, and that's why I'm saying it works on hand rod as well as the sectional mechanical rodding. And you screw this in here, and I'm just going to screw it in by hand. And instead of changing out the tool each time, you leave the spud on. And the beauty of this is while this is on the end of your rod right here, and for example you wanted to go from a root saw, you would just slide the root saw onto the spud, and then take the screw right here and just screw it on, and you tighten it up with your Allen wrench. So then if you wanted to go to a 3-blade setup, then you would just take this off right here and then install your 3-blade setup. So you can see where it really shortens up the time. And let's try one more here. So we'll just go ahead and put an auger on. Oh, sorry about that. Had the screw in here. Then you would just put your auger in there, and then just put your set screw in there. Now the set screws do come with a lock washer. So you can see where the beauty of this thing is that it increases safety. When you're trying to do the older type direct coupling, you have to hold this down the street. You got that the potential energy that's locked up in the wire, and you're unscrewing this. You have less time on the coupling itself. It's very easy to change, and the less time that you spend with your hands on the unit, the safer it is. So I hope this video kind of explains a little bit about how the quick change works, and now you can see where you're able to replace the old school direct threaded coupling with the spud type, and how it works on the hand rod as well as the sectional type rodding on the mechanical side. It works well with the 3-blade chucks. It has for a threaded screw-in type pigtail, the root saws. And one more thing too is that because the tool holder itself is like a broached ID fitting right here. It lasts a long time because instead of having the threads, you're threading in and out all the time and wearing out these internal threads, this thing is like good to go. So anyway, if you got any questions, please feel free at any time to drop me a line off of YouTube. Appreciate your time, and keep those sewers clean.